Hello everyone, it's Nina. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I have the pleasure of sharing with you one of my newest stamp and die designs for Whimsy Stamps. I'm going to showcase to you how I've created this fun shaker card using the Shaker Builder die set. Here I've got the Sweetest Birthday Shaker Builder die set. This comes with so many fun little dies that you can use to create fun shaker cards and also embellishments. You can see it comes with a beautiful frame that creates a nice scalloped edge and the stitching detail. Really cool, and I really love the stitching detail on dies. It's one of my favorite aspects of the dies. Now you can see here that this die creates both the frame and then the panel on the inside. And we're actually going to be using both of these in our card today, but you could go ahead and just use the frame if you want. There's lots of options. So that's the frame die, and now I've got the cupcake die. So you can see the cupcake die comes in three pieces. You've got the frosting, the cupcake wrapper, and you also have the cupcake outline. You can see they create these really cute little dies that you can use to build together to create some fun elements. So you can see they match up there, and I've die cut them from just some cardstock. And the one thing I love about the frosting is that it die cuts the little lines to define where the layers of frosting are, but they also double up as a place where you can go ahead and slip the candle into as well. And you can see you've got options for how you want to layer up your cupcake. You can put the wrapper over top, or you can put the frosting over top of the wrapper. Lots of different options. I also have a nice scallop detail on top of the wrapper as well. And then the outline you can use to either create a hole, which we'll be using for our card today, or you can layer it up so that way you can create a nice embellishment. Alright, so here is the candle. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can place this into your cupcake. You can put it on any of the layers you want, or you can put multiple candles. And then here's the little candle wick that you can also attach to your candle. Really, really cute, and it adds a nice festive appearance to the cupcake, or you can leave the cupcake plain. Also included in the die set are the little confetti pieces. You can use these as sprinkles for your cupcake. You can use them as confetti pieces inside a shaker. You can use them for all sorts of different things. And there are four different elements. There's the sprinkle itself, there's a heart, there's a star, and there's also a circle. So you can see they can go on top of our cupcake here and create some nice confetti and sprinkles. Alright, so now to build our card, I'm going to take the outline die, and I'm also going to take the negative piece from the frame and go ahead and die cut these together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating a hole, or in a window in this case, into this panel. So this is going to give us a well for a shaker card, which is what I'm going to be creating today. I've also got a second piece of cardstock that I'm just going to attach behind there later on to hold all of my shaker pieces in. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and color my little cupcake wrapper. You could leave these plain, but I wanted to add some extra detail to this, so I'm just going to add some shading to the cupcake wrapper with some Copic markers. Just add some darker shading for the lines that show the little ruffles. And then I'm also going to add some shading along the top and fade that out with some other colors. I'm going to add a little bit darker color right along the very bottom, just to go ahead and give it a little bit more extra color and depth. For the cupcake, I'm going to use some light tan colors. This is Ivory, E81, I should say. And I'm just going to add some shading to this cupcake as well. I'm going to add some shading where the frosting layers would be. I'm using the E81 because I want this to be a creamy colored frosting, but you can color this however way you want. You can die cut it from all sorts of different colors to create colored frosting. Lots and lots of really cool ways that you can create some really fun cupcakes. So I'll just add some shading here, and then I'll go ahead and blend that out with a lighter color. And then once I have that colored in, you can see how these will be able to nest inside of our shaker well. We'll be able to line these up so that way they fit perfectly and are even on all sides, and that'll be a really fun shaker. Now I wanted to add some sprinkles to my little cupcake, so I'm just going to use some liquid glue here and attach some of the sprinkles down onto my icing. I'm using two different colors of cardstock here. I've got some Audrey Blue and Cotton Candy cardstocks from Simon Says Stamp, and then the pink one was Doll Pink cardstock from. So once I've had those all attached down, I'm going to go ahead and start building my shaker. I'm going to put some adhesive all around the outside areas of this cupcake wrapper, and then I'll go ahead and lay a piece of acetate on top, or window plastic. This is just so that way it'll hold all the shaker elements inside. You can see how it'll line up onto our background panel. I also wanted to add the word birthday to this using the little script sentiment that's included in this die set. So I just die cut that 4 times from some Audrey Blue cardstock, which matches the color on my sprinkles. And I'll go ahead and layer these up using some liquid glue, or you could also use some stick-it sheets. I just grabbed my liquid glue here. It was easy. So I'll go ahead and run some glue along all the areas of this little die, and then I'll go ahead and layer those up together. All right, now I'm putting my shaker together. So I'm putting some adhesive on the back side of my cupcake here. And I'm going to lay this face down. My shaker panel, the front panel of my shaker is laid face down onto my desk, and I'm putting the cupcake together face down on top of that. This is going to allow me to get these evenly spaced together, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that backing panel and I'm going to attach that right over top, and that's going to capture those cupcake pieces right into this panel and make sure that they stay perfectly aligned as we build our card. So you can see here it's perfectly aligned, and we'll be able to go ahead and create our shaker now. So I'm going to add some foam tape all around my little cupcake die outline here, just using some 3M foam tape, and I'm going to attach that all over. Once I have that created, I'm going to go ahead and add some powder along the edges just to make sure that the little sequins don't get stuck to the sides of this tape too much. I'll go ahead and just run that along and then just brush away any excess from the middle of the shaker area. Alright, so I'm going to use for some sequins, I'm going to be using the little mini star confetti from Pretty Pink Posh. I love these, and I thought these would be perfect for this birthday card because they're fun, iridescent, and they have a pinkish tone to them, which matches my cupcake perfectly. So I'll go ahead and gather these up into the center of my cupcake, and then I'll lay my panel right on top so it encloses all of those little sequins inside. Really, really cute, isn't it? So here I've added the sentiment on there with some liquid adhesive, and I also stamped the rest of it using the coordinating Sweetest Birthday stamp set, and I've also added a few more sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. I'm going to be gluing this little pink scallop die. This is cut using that same frame die that I showed you at the beginning of this video. Just going to run some liquid adhesive all the way around. And once I have that glue applied to the frame, I'm going to go ahead and take some tape runner and just put some tape onto my card base. And I'll go ahead and mount my little shaker panel right on top of that. And then I'll go ahead and lay my frame all the way around my shaker panel. To finish things off, I wanted to add a nice festive little bow. So I've just tied a bow using some teal ribbon here. This is 1/2 inch ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and trim the ends. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this right into the center top portion of my card panel. And I just used some liquid adhesive for that. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you've enjoyed and got some inspiration on using my new Sweetest Birthday Shaker Builder set. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and head on over to my blog where you can get more information on this card, including still pictures and products used, as well as information on a giveaway. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one you might like featuring Whimsy Stamp products. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can connect with me on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, as well as my blog. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.